Over the last 12 months, the entire automotive world learned to pronounce a new name, BYD. We've witnessed the Auto 3 dominating streets from Australian suburbs to European capitals, seen the seal challenging the established order, and watched the news that shook the industry when BYD launched its own massive roll-on and roll-off carrier, the BYD Explorer No. 1, to transport 7,000 vehicles in a single voyage. It appeared to be a final, masterful chess move, a checkmate. This was a demonstration of logistical force that no traditional giant, not Toyota or Volkswagen, seemed poised to match. BYD was no longer just playing the game, they were rapidly rewriting its rules. However, while global attention was fixated on BYD's ascent, another industrial giant, a vast and silent empire, was preparing its own devastating counteroffensive. The news that has just broken represents a massive strategic punchback. Geely has entered the chat. Yes, the owner of Volvo, Lotus, Polestar, and Zeekr has now announced it is deploying its own dedicated fleet of colossal car carriers, with vessels matching that 7,000 vehicle capacity. This is no coincidence. It is Geely declaring, "We see your bet, and we are raising it." The war for the global automotive market will not be ceded easily to BYD because the true strategic predator, the conglomerate that revitalized Volvo and reinvented Lotus, has now arrived at the port, and critically, they are not arriving in a rented boat. Today, we examine the only entity with the scale, the technological portfolio, and now the logistical audacity to challenge BYD head-on. Forget the failed experiments of the past. Prepare to understand the Geely empire, because the real global war for electric mobility begins now. To comprehend how Geely can simply decide to commission a fleet of megaships, you must first understand the visionary behind the curtain, Li Shufu. Back in 1986, while BYD was scarcely a concept, Li Shufu was in rural China manufacturing refrigerator parts. He was not merely a factory owner, he was a hunter of opportunity. He accrued his initial fortune with refrigerators, then again in 1994 with motorcycles. But his ambition was fixed on automobiles. The Chinese government initially denied him a manufacturing license, and industry elites derided him, infamously mocking that a car was just a sofa with 4 wheels. Undeterred, in 1997 he purchased a license from a bankrupt state-owned automaker and entered the arena. This divergent origin story is key. While BYD spent the 2000s and 2010s perfecting vertical integration, mastering batteries, semiconductors, and complete supply chain control, Li Shufu focused his genius on a different strategy, strategic acquisition. He realized he did not need to spend half a century learning how to build premium cars if he could acquire a century of accumulated engineering wisdom and brand equity. The masterstroke came in 2010. In the wake of the global financial crisis, a broken Ford Motor Company sold Volvo cars. The global press predicted disaster, foreseeing the destruction of the iconic Swedish safety brand by a so-called refrigerator maker. But what followed was, honestly, the most brilliant corporate play of the decade. Geely provided capital and, crucially, operational autonomy to Volvo. This was not a takeover to cannibalize, but to, symbiotically learn. Geely effectively downloaded Volvo's corporate knowledge, its understanding of safety, its scalable modular platforms, CMA and SPA, its Scandinavian design philosophy, and its premium brand management, directly into the Geely Group's neural network. Armed with this knowledge, Geely went shopping again, acquiring and transforming Lotus from a niche British sports car maker into an electric hypercar powerhouse, purchasing the London Electric Vehicle Company, which makes London's black cabs, and taking a strategic stake in Smart from Mercedes-Benz. Most significantly, they began spawning their own brands, infusing them with Volvo's DNA, the performance-focused Polestar, the premium electric Zeekr, and the lifestyle-oriented Lynk & Co. This empire-building created a multifaceted corporate arsenal, and it is this entire arsenal that is now being loaded onto those ships. The second front, the attack from above. Geely understands that lasting victory is not won on price alone, it is secured through perception and desire. This is where Zeekr enters the fray. Consider Zeekr the Audi or Porsche of the Geely Group, the brand embodying luxury, cutting-edge performance, and technological bravado. The models causing tremors in Europe are the Zeekr 001 and the Zeekr X. The Zeekr 001 is a deliberate statement. It is not a conventional sedan or SUV, it is a sleek shooting brake, echoing the ethos of vehicles like the Porsche Taycan Cross Turismo. The technological differentiation is stark. While many volume BYD models utilize efficient 400-volt architectures, the Zeekr 001 is built on Geely's Sustainable Experience Architecture, or SEA, with 800-volt capability. This translates to ultra-fast charging, 10 to 80% in under 20 minutes, and performance rivaling a Porsche Taycan or Audi e-tron GT, with over 500 horsepower and a 0 to 100 km/h sprint under 4 seconds. This vehicle is not designed to fight BYD's mainstream sedans. It is engineered to render them conceptually simple, winning the crucial battle for high-tech perception. Alongside it, the Zeekr X, a tech-laden luxury subcompact sharing its platform with the Volvo EX30, attacks the premium compact segment held by the BMW iX1 and Mercedes EQA. Zeekr competes not on price, but on prestige and innovation. The third front, the utility battleground. For viewers in Australia, North America, and other markets where utility vehicles are king, this front is critical. BYD, understanding this, launched its offensive with the Shark, a capable plug-in hybrid pickup. Geely's response? They looked at the hybrid transition and decided to leapfrog it entirely. Instead of a hybrid pickup, Geely launched an entire sub-brand, Radar Auto, and its first model, the all-electric Radar RD6. Do not be fooled by its unibody construction. This is a strategic play. The RD6 is a lifestyle-oriented, urban-friendly pickup, with the comfort and technology of a passenger car, but the utility of a bed, complete with vehicle-to-load, or V2L, capabilities. It is 100% electric, based on the same advanced C platform. While BYD's Shark offers a transitional hybrid solution, Geely's Radar makes a bold bet on full electrification, flanking BYD by targeting the eco-conscious consumer who wants no combustion engine at all, not even as a range extender. It is a clash of philosophies for the future of the pickup. Now, let's return to the image of that 7,000-car ship. Its purpose really becomes clear here. That kind of capacity isn't meant for just trickling in a few hundred luxury vehicles. No, it's designed for flooding ports with thousands of Geometry and Galaxy models, which lets Geely instantly build up dealer network density and stock. This means that when a customer walks into a BYD store and checks out an Auto 3, they can literally walk across the street to a Geely-affiliated dealer and find a directly competitive Galaxy E5 ready for immediate delivery. This is, in every sense, a logistics war. And with this move, Geely has pretty much neutralized what used to be BYD's unique advantage. But, BYD has a second strategic card up its sleeve. Its aggressive plan to build local factories in Hungary, Turkey, Thailand, and maybe even Mexico, aiming to get around tariffs and achieve regional self-sufficiency. That's a long-game strategy, all about securing entrenched local victory. Geely's answer to this? It's classic Li Shufu. He goes for the strategy of partnership. The really critical and often overlooked move is Geely's massive global joint venture with Renault, which they call HORSE. Renault brings a huge established manufacturing footprint across Europe and South Korea, along with trained workforces and operational lines. The chess move here is honestly breathtaking. While BYD spends billions in years building new factories from scratch, Geely can basically rent production capacity through this alliance. This partnership gives Geely a shortcut to localized assembly, letting them skip years of bureaucracy, construction, and ramp-up time. They get to benefit from reduced tariffs and that all-important localized status, potentially way faster than BYD's new plants can even get up and running. While BYD is carefully building its castle, Geely is already slipping in through the side gate of Renault's existing fortress. So, if you connect all the dots, a proprietary megaship fleet that matches BYD's logistics power, a multi-brand product offensive covering everything from budget to hyper-premium, and a global manufacturing partnership that offers a much faster path to local production than starting from scratch. Well, what we're seeing is a Chinese corporate civil war being fought on a global stage. Geely's strategy isn't just a single attack, it's total market suffocation. Geometry and Galaxy models pin down BYD's volume sellers, Zeekr outflanks its premium ambitions, and Radar takes on its utility transition. It's ship against ship, Renault's ready-made factory network versus BYD's new greenfield projects. BYD may have kicked open the door to the global stage, but Geely is now marching through it with a full battalion, aiming not just to share the house, but to claim its most valuable rooms. And as consumers, we get to watch this titanic clash from the best seat in the house. likely seeing prices drop fast and new technology